I'm expecting residuals and,
And all the zero people who actually look at it. Thank you for my teacher training, one of my teacher trainings.
She's looking at, they are looking.
There. Sit well. Cross your legs at the center of your shins. Rather than at the ankles, so walk your feet further from each other, so the feet end up under the knees eventually. And then lift one hip and roll the thigh front to back, with the outer thigh inner to outer, the back thigh into outer, so you spread the flesh at the back of the thighs and create more space for the pelvic floor. And roll to the far edge of the sitting bones, press down firmly there, and observe the lift in the central channel as you do so. Release the inner thighs to the inner knees, legs release down. Bring your hands behind you, make your little teacup hands, lift and roll your upper arm bones back, and then you press into your support, try not to lean back. Right? You can press on your blankets or on the ground. And keep rooting the outer hips and thighs down and release the legs down as you lift the side of the body up out of the hips from the outer hips to the armpits. Tuck the chin slightly, draw the chin back a little, lower the gaze, look inside yourself, soft internal gaze. Maintain the lift of the side body and then observe the armpit chest. So take the back of the armpit to the front, lift the front of the armpit up, bottom to top, and then draw the inner edge of the shoulder blades down. And firm your shoulder blades on the back and do your hands on your thighs, not to pinch your shoulder blades together. Maintain broad in your collarbones and your top edge of your shoulder blades. And then keep drawing the sacrum in and up and take the tailbone just a little forward towards the pubic bone, lifting the pelvic floor, move on that like that. Widen your diaphragm and your lower front ribs and then draw the sides of the waist back so that the lower back ribs lift up off the top rim of your sacrum so you create more space in your lower back. And observe your thoracic vertebrae in and up, in towards the sternum and left towards the head side. Rest the head comfortably on the neck, don't lift the head. Tuck the chin slightly, so lift the base of your skull away from the back of your neck. So create a long neck in the back like a swan. And then let your eyes look down, your eyes just a little bit open or closed, and observe your breath. Pull the hands back just enough so the elbows are under your shoulders, not forward of your shoulders. The arms can rest. Okay. Take your breath in the tips of your nostrils. And then feel the flow of breath in the full length of the nasal passages, right and left. See if they're even or if one has more flow typically than the other. And then observe that swirling of the breath at the back of the nasal passages up at the top of the throat. That soft ujjayi sound. And observe the flow of breath in the sinus cavities of your face and forehead, temples and cheeks. Can you feel the flow of breath there? As if you're breathing at the level of the skin of your face, soft face. And observe the flow of breath in the windpipe in the throat. And as that moves down into the chest cavity, behind the sternum. And observe the flow of breath as it moves into your lungs, right and left. See if there's more breath flowing into one lung than the other. Creating space by moving the ribs out and the side and back body, not just the front, so that there's more space for the lungs to fill. So it's an effortless bringing into the air, like creating the space. The air just comes in, and then by relaxing that effort, the air just flows out. Observe the movement of the diaphragm when it's at rest, shaped like an umbrella. It's open or bell. So when you inhale, it engages and pushes down about an inch, not more. Right, so the upper abdomen moves down, and the lower ribs expand and flare. That's the diaphragmatic breath. When you continue that breath, belly moves out, lower ribs expand, the side ribs and the back ribs all the way up to the armpit chest. So that's the thoracic breath. And then the diaphragm moves down, the ribs move out, and then all the way up into the sternum and the clavicles, the top part of the breath. So you're doing that 3-part full yogic breath, creating the space to receive the breath, the vessel, and then gently release that space and allow the air to come out. And when you release the space, keep the lift of the chest, the broadening of the top chest, collarbones. Keep your eyes looking inward, closed, or very gently down. Allow that breath and energy that you've created from the breath to move throughout your whole body, and so you feel in your whole body, arms and legs, elbows, knees, shoulders, hips, wrists, ankles, hands and feet, toes and fingers, pelvis, shoulders, belly, back, neck, brain, eyes, face, senses, jaw, tongue, teeth, throat. So be more spacious. Connect with your sense of space inside yourself. Silence, stillness, and spaciousness. Within the basis of all sound is silence. Within all sound, there is silence. Observe the silence, within and without. And within all movement is stillness. The body is constantly moving inside and often outside as well. So observe the base of all movement as stillness within the movements and spaciousness. Within all objects is mostly space. Observe, cultivate, explore, and enjoy the spaciousness within and without. Let your hands fall up to Anjali Mudra, prayer position, and lift the bottom sternum to the top. Press the thumbs firmly in, lift and roll the upper arm moves back, and turn the shoulder blades down, connecting the outer edge of the upper arm to the outer edge of the shoulder blade. We'll chant Om together, and then opening chant calm response. First, take a big breath in and out. And then inhale deeply for Om. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhavatu, Sahaviryam, Sahaviryam, Karavati, Karavati, Jasvi, Tejasvi, Navaditam, Navaditam, Astuma, Astuma, Vidvisha, Vidvisha, Vahai, Vahai, Om. Take a deeper breath, lifting the heart, and then as you exhale, release your head over forward, chin in towards your chest, and release your hands down to your thighs. Keep rooting the outer hips and thighs down as you lift the sides of the body up. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. And release the muscles at the back of the neck and base of the skull as you soften the front of the throat and bring it towards the back of the neck, and also the sides of the throat towards the back of the neck. So there's a hollow in the front of the throat as you curl your chin in towards your clavicular notch, stimulating Korma chakra. Withdrawal of the senses. Keep the eyes closed and soft. Let the energy of your brain and your eyes and your other senses gently descend into your heart center. So drain the energy from the brain and come into your sensing, feeling body. And maintain your sense of self there. And with your eyes closed on your inhale, slowly curl up the back of your neck and level your ears over your shoulders. Level your chin to the floor, level your eyes to the horizon. And move the eyes to the back of the head. Keep the eyes closed and soften and broaden your internal gaze so there's less pressure on your eyelids. And as though you're looking ahead from the backs of your temples, allow your eyelids to gently float open. I'm going to go ahead and extend your legs and loosen up. You can couple with your thigh or shake, whatever you need. And then we'll come into Virasana forward. How about blanket hanging? If you need to do something on hands and knees after. And if you need something to sit on, we won't sit on. We'll go to the forward bend, but sit on the heels. Big toes touching, knees apart, and open the front of your feet and ankles and shins. And deflate your flesh, so your calf flesh and your thigh flesh. Let it soften and spread the skin and the connective tissue, and let the weight of your body descend your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips. So let your buttocks settle onto your heels. And you keep the legs solid, so they're the foundation, right? And then we tilt the pelvis over the thigh bones. So as you go into the forward bend, the pelvis rolls around the head of the femurs into a forward bend, okay? And then bring your hand a little bit in front of you on the ground and pause and breathe there. Keep the buttocks on the heels, right? Spread your fingers and roll to the inner edge of the fingers, outer edge of the thumbs, not to overextend the thumbs. And press down into your hands and forward into your fingers and push your buttocks back and more towards your heels. Draw the outer edge of the upper arm away from the ears. So roll the shoulders open. Bring the shoulder blades around to the outer edges of the back. And firm your elbows up away from the ground and in towards each other, and draw the shoulder blades down at the same time. And work your hands a little bit more forward and observe how the frontal hip points come down in between the thighs. Pause and press into your hands and fingers and draw your shoulders open away from your ears as you firm your elbows in and up. Keep the shoulder blades down and wrapped around the outside edge of the back. Move your thoracic vertebrae in towards your sternum and tailbone a little bit towards the pubis so you elongate the lower back. And walk a little bit more. And each time you pause and observe, pressing down into the hands, forward into the fingers, draw the shoulder blades away from the top of the neck, right? Away from the sides of the neck. Wrap the shoulder blades around the outer edges of the back, but not to lift the shoulders up. Draw the shoulders down and move the collarbones forward. Move the spine in, not to overextend the arms. Keep the arms outer edge of the upper arm connected to the outer edge of the shoulder blade muscularly. And slowly you come down, shimmy the ribs in between the thighs. Tuck the chin in towards that clavicular notch, so release the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull, softening the front of the throat. And then you can imagine someone gently pressing the shoulder blades more firmly on the back, bringing your armpits closer to the ground. And then eventually you bring the head down at the hairline, tucking the chin in a little bit more towards that clavicular notch, and keep the arms firm as you would in downward facing dog. And observe that line from the outer hips to the armpits, from the armpits to the elbows, elbows to the wrists. That's the same extension in downward facing dog. Firm the elbows in towards each other and roll the inner elbows a little bit up towards the ceiling as you squeeze the elbows in. broaden the shoulder blades out. So when you squeeze the elbows in, it comes from the elbow, not the shoulder blade. Shoulder blade maintains its external rotation. Elbow squeezes in at the bottom of the tricep. Move the thoracic vertebrae again from T12, the bottom of your rib cage, in and forward towards the head side, tucking the chin. Don't extend the chin, extend the back of the neck as well. The back of the neck is not the front, right? So tuck the chin, tuck the chin, tuck the chin a lot. Yes, and lengthen the back of the neck. Yes, and broaden the shoulder blades. Not to overextend the arms. Forget taking the arms forward. Push down into the hands, forward into the fingers, and take the buttocks back, like you would in down dog. Yes. Good. And then come to your hands and knees, and we'll do some arm and leg extension. So you can have a little softness under your knees is nice. Okay, and then you're on your hands and knees, and spread your hands well, and have your knees right under your hips, feet point back. Right, and your hands maybe a teeny bit forward of your shoulder and lift up away from the ground. So even as you sort of push into your hands, you lift up energetically into your shoulders. And then tuck your tail a little bit towards your pubis and draw your lower belly towards your spine, protect your lower back, and spread the shoulder blades to the outer edges of the back. And then extend your right leg and curl the toes under, firm the knee, and look back at your right foot. And then shift your weight forward so your shoulders come over your wrists, and then lift your foot off the ground and turn the heel out, roll the buttocks away from the sides of the sacrum, right? Towards the outer hip, and extend back to the heel. Have the heel the level of your sitting bone, and extend the side of the body forward from the outer left hip in, and then extend the front of the foot. Extend the right leg back, extend the torso forward. Keep rolling that right buttock down and left hip in, Fernanda. Left hip in and right buttock down. Yes, more, yes, more like that. Yes, exactly. And then release the right leg down and extend the left leg. Curl the toes under, have the foot on the ground. Shift the weight forward from the waist, broaden the shoulder blades and lift up. Don't sink in between the shoulder blades. And then lift your foot up. So your heel's in line with your sitting bone. And then you can extend the front of the foot. Draw the right hip in, roll the left buttock around away from the side of the sacrum, and extend from the inner groin to the inner foot. And yes, this is better. And roll the inner leg up. Turn the elbows in. Good. And then release. And extend the right leg. So you can go right to extension, or you can take it step by step and lift up in between your shoulder blades, and then extend your left arm. And have your thumb up, palm facing in. Extend the right arm and the left leg apart from each other from the waist, and change. Extend the left leg and the right arm, and change. You continue to alternate. And keep the stability. So don't just go right to doing it mindlessly, right? So roll the right buttock down, keep the left hip in, yes, from the waist, and then change, right? And observe, one side is probably easier, more stable, right, than the other. Extend the right arm, extend the right elbow, extend the left leg, extend them apart from each other, extend through the waist, press laterally. Good, couple more times. Turn the stable leg in and roll the buttock away, yes, from the side of the sacrum. Yeah. Good. One more time on each side. And then come down and rest and child's pose. And then you can take the blanket away. Or if you like it there for your knees, you can keep it there. That's also fine. And then it's that wide-legged virasana. You can come back and wide-legged. Yeah, knees a little wide so you can fold in between your thighs. Buttocks down. Yeah. Go a little wider in your knees, Fernanda. Yeah, then there's more space, right? For your rib cage and everything. Yeah. So it's a forward bend. Yeah. And then push down into your hands, forward into your fingers. Don't move your arms too much forward. Move your buttocks back. Use your arms to push your buttocks back. Get the buttocks on the heels. And then as the buttock stays on the heels, move the spine in and forward towards the head side. Yes. So the center of the body moves forward, right? And then you pull the hips back, side body pulls back. As if someone's pulling your hips back. Yes. Good. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Have your hands look forward. And again, spreading the fingers and lift the palm energy up from the palm to the elbows into the shoulders. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, from the elbows. Push back to the buttocks to the heels. Curl the toes under, draw the outer ankles in. And then press down from the inner heel to the big toe down, and press down into the hands, so with the fingers, lift the knees and hips up. And straighten the legs up. And then observe your hands pressing down with the hands forward into the fingers. Spread the fingers into the mat. Get all of the skin and flesh of the fingers snuggling into the mat. Turn the elbows in towards each other. Roll the inner elbows a little up and broaden the shoulders away from the ears. And firm the tricep at the shoulder joint. And then widen your inner thighs and roll your inner thighs back right at the groin and pull the outer hips back. And imagine someone pulling you by the outer thighs and hips back. So use that, pulling the hips away from the knees, push down into the hands or into the fingers, from the shoulder blades, take the shoulder blades deeper in, especially the top edge. Lift the kneecaps up, lift the inner ankles up to the inner knees, lift the inner knees up to the inner groin, take the inner groin back. And lift the outer ankles up to the outer knees, lift the outer knees to the outer hips, take the outer hips back. And as you take your heels down, take the heels back, and then out, and lift the buttocks up as you take the heels down. Lift the front legs up and release the back legs down. Good. And then walk your feet forward, widen your feet a little bit, walk your hands back and come to the Uttanasana. So keep a little wide for the first forward bend. Widen the inner thighs and knees. You can even roll onto the outer feet, right? That's fine. So that you fold down between your thighs from your hips, right? And then you slowly work down straighten the legs up. Hand to the side of the feet, right? And you don't have to be really fast to straighten the leg. Be slow. And lift your head and release the tail to head down. And lift the shoulder blades and broaden. And slowly work towards straight. They may never get straight. That's okay. But release the hamstrings up towards the buttocks, draw on the backs of the thighs and the buttocks, and root down from the backs and knees into the heels. And let the abdomen hollow and spread on the back body. And broaden the pelvic floor, broaden the sitting bones, broaden the backs of the thighs. Pardon me, children. And then walk your hands a little forward, beyond your fingertips, lift your head up, draw the shoulder blades away from the ears, and then firm your kneecaps. Roll your sitting bones down with your hamstrings up. Bring your hands to your hips and inhale. Lift your hips up and send your buttocks down. Okay, and then stand with your feet sit bone width apart and parallel in Tadasana. Roll the inner thighs back, and as you do that, take the tailbone forward without pushing the inner thighs. Inner thighs back, tailbone a little bit forward. And then keep the hands on the top thighs. Push the top thighs back. And without gripping your gluteus maximus, push your thighs back, push them back more, straight legs, push your thighs, yes, that much, more, yes, that's it. And then absorb the sides of the sacrum without squeezing your buttocks together, find something deeper than gluteus maximus, right, that's minimus and medius and other things, firming that, yeah, from the outer hips down to the outer feet, with the inner feet up to the inner groin, pull the elbows down, kick your hands back, move behind you now, from your thumbs down and fingers down, from elbows, from knees. And keep your thighs and inner groins back, not to push it forward, and inhale, take your arms up. Urdhvasana. Good, reach up and breathe. Reach up and breathe. Inner groin back, don't look up, just look straight ahead, forget looking up. Yeah, tuck your chin loose, yes. Got the inner thighs back. Yes, maintain, yes, maintain Tadasana when you take your arms up. Inner thighs back, inner groins back, tailbone just a little forward, top thighs back, absorb the sacrum, bring the outer hips down, the outer feet, lift the ribs up off the widths. Lift one rib up off the other rib. Good, from your elbow joints, squeeze the elbows in, take the thumbs up to meet the fingers, the other fingers, yeah, that's it. And then soften the inner edge of the shoulder blades down as you lift the pinky side of the arm up. And then exhale, lower your arms. Good. Okay. Good, so then we could go into a few sun salutations. From that stand, Tadasana. Have a blanket handy nearby. Good. Firm elbows from knees and right back to Tadasana. So the arms pulled back, right? That accesses the arm to chest up. As you pull the arm down, the chest lifts up, the shoulder blades. Yeah. Inner thighs back, inner groins back. Yes. Yes. Straight knees. Yes. Good. Tailbone move forward. Top thighs back side of the sacrum forward. Soft jaw, eyes face. Tuck the chin. Lift the base of the skull off the back of the neck. Tuck the chin down. Yes. Eyes. Yeah. Good. Raise the gaze to the horizon and soften and broaden the gaze. And then inhale, take your arms up without disturbing your thighs, and exhale, come all the way over into Uttanasana, so you can widen your feet, bend your knees, broaden the backs of the thighs, the buttocks. Explore gently opening the backs of the legs as you release the torso down with the rolling shoulders. Take a couple of breaths. Again, opening the backs of the legs up, hollow abdomen, not to push the abdomen onto the thighs, but release the abdomen and spread it on the back body and up into the rib cage. And then coming to your fingertips, looking up, inhale, bring your right leg back and lower the knee and point your toe. And draw the outer ankle in, so you're not slipping the heel out to the side. Press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up like up dog. Yep, good. And reach the right leg back as you sink the left knee forward, the toes, and gently lower the right knee down in the little line. Sink your hips forward and down, so you're curling your tailbone forward and moving your left cheek, your left buttock, left sitting bone towards your left heel. So in low lunge, look here, the knee comes forward of the toe, right? So that you stretch the back leg with the chest. Yeah, that's it. Now you push back the high lunge. So the left knee is over the left ankle, pull the waist in from the outer hips, throw your right toes under, then flatten your palms and step back, straight on chaturanga, push up, stay here and breathe, firm knees, firm elbows, extend the leg back, the torso forward, not to pinch the buttocks, widen the pelvic floor, roll the inner thighs up and broaden the backs of the thighs, and then exhale, lower your knees, okay, spiral your inner elbows forward. And actually, let's stay here for a moment. Put the belly in. And let's just do some flossing. So dip the chest down between the shoulder blades. Bring the shoulder blades together over the spine. And then pushing the shoulder blades to the outer edges of your back. Press into the outer hands and push your spine up in between your skin so your shoulder blades come up. So we're doing flossing. Okay, so push your buttocks back towards your heels. Yeah, walk your hands a little back if you need to, so your hands in this position. Right, and so just coming back to hands and knees. If you need something under your knees, you can take it. Right, so you're flossing. So your shoulder blades come together over your spine. Right, that's the T. And then you push the shoulder blades apart, spine up into the skin, that's the floss. Right, so getting some movement in your, no, arms stay straight, right? So you look here, you just dip your chest, shoulder blades come together. Yeah, and then you push through the outer edge of the arm, yes. So now your shoulder blades come together. And now they come apart, right? And the spine looks down and pushes up. And then you can go into a cat-cow. So next time that you push up into your hands, throw your tailbone and release your head down and really broaden the upper back, okay? And then release, push your hips back and dip your chest down in between your shoulder blades. Now pull the outer edge of the upper arm back and move your chest and chin forward in space. And then exhale and round the upper back, tailbone in, push back a little towards your heels, head down, pull your waist in, take the weight off your hands, and then come forward. Right, dip the chest, pull the arms back, and lift the hips, and now you're in cat-cow, right? And then exhale, round back, head down, shoulder blades front, come a little bit more down towards your heels, and try to close and then come forward. Dip your chest, lift your hip, pull your shoulders back, move a little bit more forward, yeah, and then push back. And now this time, curl your tail in, round your spine, and go all the way back, sitting on the heels, and bend your elbows, stretch your elbows down, and rest your head down. Take a couple of breaths here in child pose. You can widen the knees if needed. Then inhale, just lift your head up and look at your hands. Now, just shift your weight forward, buttocks comes up, keep your elbows down, and then walk your hands a little forward, lift your elbows up, right? And then open the front of your hips into a high cobra. Yeah. Good. Yeah, and adjust your knees, right? And then exhale, pull your waist in, round your spine, tuck your chin. Flatten your hands back a little as needed, bend your elbows, rest your head down. Try that first, couple of breaths. And when you're in child pose, soften everything. You have to turn my phone off. that. Turn it off. Okay, and then coming up through hands and knees. And come into that dog. How about turn off my, I don't know why I'm blanking. You got it? Yeah. Okay. Now it won't ring on the computer, sorry. And then exhale, I'll keep it up. One more time.
So when you're in child's pose, like to deflate, soften and spread, like a tire deflating, like you're deflating.
And then you lift your head up and you glide forward, walk your hands a little forward, adjust your knees, and then open the front of your hips. Cobra. Yeah, good. And then exhale one more time into child's pose. Keep your arms up. And then from there, come to down dog. Couple of breaths for elbows and knees, broad shoulders, wrap the shoulder blades around. Pull the inner thighs back, roll the hips back, release the head down. Then lift your head up, look between your hands and inhale, bring your right leg forward and come to your fingertips, lower your left knee gently down and foot the step. Draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down, shift the weight a little forward and lift the knee up. And continue to reach your right knee forward as you extend your left leg back. So your right knee comes more and more forward like Marichyasana, right? Low lunge. So you can drive your left foot a little forward if you got stuck too far back. So don't bring your right foot forward. So Fernanda, so this is high lunge. This is low lunge. Knee comes forward, yes. Now you feel a better stretch on the back leg, is it? Yeah. Press the fingertips down with the chest. Head up, coil your spine in. Now you push back to high lunge. Right knee over the right ankle. Pull the waist in from the outer hip. Come to your fingertips and exhale, step forward into Uttanasana. Soft ankle, soft knees, and then that hopefully will soften your hips to fold over one. And hollow your abdomen towards your spine to soften the muscles in the back, to release, tail the head down as you lift the shoulder blades up. And slowly open the backs of the legs. Come to your fingertips and look up. Pull the waist in from the outer hips in, and then inhale, reach your arms up. Keep your thighs back, your thighs down. Good, and then exhale and lower your arms. Good, okay? And again, inhale, reach up. If you like, you can look up, palms together. If you can keep your elbows straight. Exhale, release over. Uttanasana, a couple of breaths, your groins back, out of hips back, come to hip points down, head down. Shoulder blades up. Start to open the backs of your knees slowly. Open the backs of your legs slowly. Work towards straightening your legs slowly. Coming up, head up, fingertips, inhale, bring your left leg back, knee down, 4 points, low lunge. Draw your outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down, spiral the inner thigh up, and lift the knee. So up dog shape with your leg, up dog. Lift your knee, that's up dog, yep. Lift your knee up a lot, lift your knee up a lot. Reach that leg back, and as you do that, sink your right knee forward over your toes as you reach your left leg back and then gently lower it down. Now keep reaching your right knee forward until your right sitting bone is on your right heel. Now lift your chest above. Good. Now push back. Your right ankle, your right ankle, high lunge. Pull your belly in from your outer hips. You come up. So here you might want some deep on your knees. Okay. And then, so what happens when we do this is the pelvis goes forward and we get a lot of arch in the lower back. So rather than doing that, draw your tailbone towards your pubic bone, draw your sitting bones towards the backs of your knees, and draw your belly from your spine. So lift the frontal hip points up. Maintain that. You're going to get more stretch already in the front of your left leg. And then you can have your hands to your hip and direct with your thumbs the top buttocks down towards the bottom buttocks, and lift the frontal hip points up, and then you start to go forward again as you reach back into that left leg. Reach the left leg back. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly in, extend your arms down, sink a little bit more, sink a little more, yeah? Good, spiral your arms out into external rotation and inhale, reach your arms up. And bring the armpits towards each other, broaden the shoulder blade. And then pull your thoracic vertebrae in and step into the inside edge of your right foot, reach your chin and chest and gaze up. And look back towards your hands as you reach your hands a little bit more back. And then exhale and release. Behind your fingertips, push back. Flat palms where your left toes under, high lunge, step back straight onto the round rest. Exhale, gently lower your knees, lift your hips, spiral your inner elbows forward, bend your elbows back, and lower your chest, chin, forward and down. And then extend your legs back, roll your thighs in, draw your hand backward. Press your hips down, lift your knees up, extend your legs back, hands up, hands up. Now you can keep your shoulders down and press into your hands and coil upward, inhale in. Exhale, you can push all the way back into a little child's pose. And then downward facing dog. Lift your knees, turn your elbows, broaden your shoulder blades. Inner brains back, outer hips back. Press down and forward into the hands and fingers from the shoulder blades. Hollow abdomen. Head down, Fernanda. Don't lift your toes in your neck. Squeeze your elbows in and up. Use your triceps. Yes. Lift your buttocks up. Lift your hips up. Stick your butt out. Knee up. Yes. Good. Shift your weight forward. Lift your heels. Look between your hands and bring your right foot forward. Come to your fingertips. Lower your left knee gently down. Okay, draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up, it's up dog, right? And then sink your right knee forward of your toes. As you lower your left knee down, press into your fingertips, lift your chest. Lower your shoulders back, good. And then push back, oh wait, it should be your left leg forward. Switch. Yeah. I used to jump. Yeah, I did something funny to my hamstring there to the drink. I do something like that. So now draw the outer right ankle in, because the top of the foot lifts the knee. So as the left knee sinks over the toes, you reach your right leg back, and then you lower the right knee down, reach your fingertips and lift up, right? Yeah. But your heel has to be on the ground. So bring your left foot just a teeny bit forward, scrunch the toes, yeah, and try that. Dig the heel into the ground. Yes, you lift the chest up, lift up, yes, good. Now you look down to your left knee, push back, high lunge, bring your outer hips, bring your waist, so you keep your right knee down. Lift your frontal hip points up, sitting bones forward. Keep pressing into the inside edge of your left foot. Don't let your left knee waver out to the side. Okay, that's it. Extend your right leg back, press into the top of that foot. So keep directing with your hands. Your top buttocks to your bottom buttocks, right? Sitting those tailbone forward, frontal hip points up, and then you start to go into that lunge, forward and down. Keep trying to lift the hips up, right? As you sink forward and down, or you want something under your back knee, please. And then you extend your arm down. Sink your hips a little bit more. With a low lunge. It's a low lunge. Then you spiral your arms out and reach your arms up. Burn elbows, broaden the shoulder blades, follow the armpits. Coil, don't look up, forget looking up, forget the palms together. Just grip your elbows, your right arm isn't straight, thumbs up, thumbs, yeah. Now look here, just look straight ahead. Coil your spine in. Yes, the head is the last thing to go back. And then look at your hands, they're funky. Look at your wrists, yeah, they're funky. All right, draw the left knee in, press into the left foot more and more. Sink your hips more forward and down, yes. Reaching back, good, and then exhale, bring your hands down. Push back, high lunge, curl your toes under, and lift your back knee. Turn your waist from your outer left hip, look down, and then exhale and push off. Step forward, Uttanasana. Widen the inner thighs, the outer hips, release, torso down, tilt the head. And then again, forward, putting bones down, hamstrings up, come up, and exhale, lower your arms. Good. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, wide buttocks, wide pelvic floor, hollow abdomen, head down. Slowly open back the leg. And then head up, fingertips, inhale. Put the right leg back, stay in high lunge. So the heel is over the, bend your right knee, so the heel is over the ball of the foot. Stand in the inside edge of the left foot, from the outer hips away, so you come up. Okay, so direct your pelvis upright. Again, reach your right leg back, and then sit a little deeper. Good. And from your outer hips, try to straighten your back leg now. Good. Straighten your back leg as you sit. Good. Extend your arms, spiral your arms out, and reach your arms up. And broaden the top of your shoulder blade, bring the armpits forward. And then coil the spine into that space, sit a little deeper, reach back, coil the spine in and look up. Good. Take a breath. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your hands down, flat palms. Step back, straight arm, head around way. Push up. Exhale, gently, knees, chest, chin, hips up. Chest forward, chin down, slide the legs back, roll the thighs in, extend the feet, outer ankles in, knees up. Press into the hips to lift your chest as you draw your hands back more towards your hips. Then you can push into your hands and curl up into cobra. Exhale, you go to a little child's pose, and then down dog. Turn elbows and knees, broad shoulder, broad pelvic floor, outer hips back, inner thighs back, shoulder blades on the back, head down. Abdomen hollow, buttocks up. Yes, stick your butt out, yes, even as you reach the heels down. Good. And then lift your heels, bring your right foot forward, come to your fingertips, stay in high lunge, pull your left knee forward, left heel over the ball of the foot, left knee bent, firm your outer hip, look up, firm your waist, come up, hands to hips, back leg is bent, right, first, and then, again, direct the buttocks down, front the hip points up, and reach back into that back heel, and straighten that leg as you sink a little deeper. Extend your arms, turn your waist, fire your arms out, inhale, raise your arms up, broaden the shoulders, shoulder blades, hollow the armpits, don't look up, forget looking up. Use your hand, direct your hands and wrists in a better way, yes, don't palms together, yes, sit a little deeper, sit a little deeper. Pull your spine in from your bottom thoracic, look here, bottom thoracic. Move the spine in and reach back from there, yes. Good, and then exhale, bring your fingertips down, turn your outer right hip and step forward. And broaden the city bone, broaden the backs of the thighs, release the head. And inhale, come up, and exhale. Good. This last one, we do pigeon toes. Let's see how that happens. Inhale. Like that. Exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale. Left leg back, high lunge, turn waist, turn hips, flat palms. Step back. Straight arm chaturanga, exhale. Knees, chest, chin, hips back. Okay, roll the thighs in. Draw the outer ankles in, press the feet down. Top of the feet, lift the knees up, press the hips down. And use that to lift up higher and higher. Yeah, and then pull your hands back toward your hips. And then slowly curl up. No, that's not slowly, that's pushing into your hands. And you keep your hips on the ground, hips on the ground. Squeeze your elbows in, stay there. Lift your chest higher than your shoulders. Pull your shoulder, no, keep your hips on the ground, it's cobra, not up dog. Yeah, the front of your hips, not the top, the bottom of the hips. So like where the thigh meets the hip socket. Okay. Okay. Here, look here. Here's your hip joint, right there, okay? So keep this part down, this part can come up. That's a cobra, okay? This stays on the ground, it's not up dog. Up dog, you lift this up off the ground and your knee too, but not in cobra, okay? So that part stays down.
Actually harder than I thought. Me.
Yes, elbows in, spread your fingers. Now look here, you do this, shoulder blades down. And then center of your body up, don't lift your hip, lift your chest, lift your chin, shoulders down, squeeze your elbows in. Lift your chest up higher than your shoulders, shoulder blades down, shoulder blades down. That's your elbows. Shoulder blades down, okay. Yeah, so it's hard to move from your shoulder blades, right? You're like, I don't know how to do anything in the back here, right? So you just move your elbow, right? And if you move from your shoulder blades, your elbows move. You move it from there, okay? That's hard to find. So then you can push back into your child pose. So the breath. Come to your hands and knees, and now throw your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Bring your feet all the way together. Press down with your hands forward into your fingers. Firm your elbows around your shoulder blades. And take your chest through towards your thighs. And maintain that as you lift your heels up any amount, chest towards the thighs. Raise your right leg up. And extend the front of the leg. Roll the right buttock around and draw the outer left knee up to the outer left hip. And extend. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bend your right knee and round your spine. You can move your torso forward towards your hands as you take your nose towards your knee. Then look towards your right wrist, bring your right knee down. So in this one, I'll show you again. Okay, so you did this, right? And then you do this. And then you do this. Okay, nose to knee. It's a rounding, an extension of the rounding. So move your knee just a little out to the side. And then you walk your left leg back. So if you're too far back on your mat, you can walk forward. But you want to end up with your left hip just behind your right heel. Move your right knee a little more out to the side. Yes. And move your right foot, this a little up. Yes. Walk everything forward, because you're gonna end up off the mat. Can you scoot everything forward, Fernanda? Yeah, keep going, scoot everything forward. Yes, now right knee move out to the side. No, don't move the foot, move the knee up, yes. Now walk your left leg back, more and more, keep, curl the toes under, reach it back, keep going, back, yes, now you feel the length on the front of the left leg, come to your fingertips. Yeah, and so to square the hips, you have to bring the left buttock around to the front and here, outer right knee to outer right hip, so you're good. So you're not off to the side, but both your hip point straight ahead. Fingertips, the back foot is pointing. Press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up, just like up dog. Yes, lift the frontal hip points up, work your hands more back, hands and out to the side of you. Yeah, and lift the chest. And then even as you lift, look, even as you lift the frontal hip points up, you descend the front knee down and reach the left leg back. Yeah, let's take a play of opposites, right? Lower the knee. Curl the toes under and lift the knee. And then press the inner groin, the left inner groin back to the left inner knee, back to the left inner heel, push back. And then outer right knee to outer right hip, lift the hips. Yes, good. So the frontal hip points come up even as the perineum comes down and legs straight, legs straight, legs straight. Yeah, lower the knees, good. Now you're going to the hip stretch. So that's a quad and groin stretch, right? So then you can adjust the front foot a little more forward if that's comfortable for you, but don't disturb your knee. If that bothers your knee, keep your foot more back, okay? Then you roll toward the front of your left thigh, Fernanda. Yeah, no, not to your right hip, roll to the left, roll towards Stephen. Yes, and lift that right hip, so grab a blanket. They're right there by you, and shove it under your right buttock if you need it, yeah. But the right buttock eventually, so it's off the ground, it's not touching. Yeah, okay, that's better, Fernanda. Sometimes a little support just allows the body to do something that without support, it's like, this is not happening, right? So that's how you move in the direction of the post, which is totally wonderful. So here, observe your shoulders, Stephen. Keep your head down and feel your shoulders. Now, what if you widen your hands more forward and out to the side and broaden your left shoulder? Yeah, you see how you're, yes. You don't have to harden, relax. Your arms aren't really supporting you here. So you're just using your arms to spread the elbows out, like kind of like goalie pose to spread your shoulder blades. Yes, right? Can you feel that?
Mhm.
So you don't have to activate your left shoulder, possibly you can, yes. But if you're doing that for some kind of something is paining you, then you can adjust. Yeah, okay. And then come on. Okay. And then you curl back toes under, you press into the right foot, come back to down dog, right? Press the hands down and forward, take the shoulder blades towards the chest towards the thighs. And then keeping the heels lifted and the hips lifted, lift your left leg. Roll the left buttock around, lift the outer right knee to the outer right hip and extend the front of the leg. Then bend the knee, nose to knee, round your spine. Lift your head up, look to your left wrist and your left knee in front of your left wrist. Walk your right leg back. If you got too far back or not, adjust yourself forward. Yeah, so your left knee has to go more out to the side. Left knee. Look here. Here's your left wrist, left knee. Yes. Walk your right leg more out to the side. And your right leg is too much in the midline. Walk your right, yes, more. Yes, there you go. Now your hips are square. Then you walk your leg back, right? Keep walking it back. Keep going. Keep going, yes. Keep walking back. Curl the toes under, lift the knee and walk it back. Walk, yes. Then point the foot. Draw the arm length and walk your hands back. Where you pelvis. Point the foot. Point the foot. No. Yeah. Press the top of the knee down and lift. Press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up into your fingertip. And so so you're not trying to lift the pelvis off the ground as much as you can. You're trying to reach your right leg back and lift the frontal hip points up, just like we were doing in those lunges, right? And then roll the right leg around, draw the left knee to the left hip to square. Yeah. That now lower the knee, curl the toes under, and lift the knee. And then roll the inner right thigh up to the ceiling. Extend from the inner groin to the inner heel, push back. Yes, curl the toe under. Curl the toe under. Bring your foot on your mat. Lower your knee, the other foot. Lower the back knee. Lower the knee. Look, put the knee down. Put the knee down. Curl the toe under. All the way. Yes. Now, yes. Push through the heel. Push that heel back to the rope wall. Yes. Lift the knee. Lift it up, good, lift the front hip up and descend the buttocks down, descend the lip up, yeah. Okay, lower the knee, good. You see what we're trying to do there? Yeah, it is hard. So you're slowly, you're trying to open up the skin and flesh on the front of the back leg for a back bend. It's about the back leg, not the front hip yet. Then you can do the front hip. But this is actually preparation for a very deep back bend, which has nothing to do with this stretch at all. But it's a nice way to get in it. So you bring the foot a little bit forward. Roll to the front of the right thigh, left buttock comes off the mat. You can use support. And then you can rest your head on your hand or walk on your forward. Good, and then curl up. And put your back toes under, press into the front foot, step back, come to down dog. Take a breath or two, turn elbows and knees, broad shoulders. Buttocks up, head down, waist hollow. Weighting the legs, don't use your neck. Drop your head, Fernanda, and squeeze your elbows in. And yes, and lift your buttocks up, stick your butt out. Bend your knees a little and lift your hips up, stick your buttocks out. Yes, take your sacrum in. Stay there, come with you. Yes, one more like that, yes. So this has to lift up, this has to move. You bend your knees a little and stick your butt out. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, good. And then inhale and bring your left leg forward. High lunge. Exhale, lift your right leg forward, Uttanasana. Buttocks broad away from the side from sacrum, down to the outer feet, inner feet up to the inner groin, back thighs broad. Buttocks broad, abdomen hollow, head down, shoulders up. Firm knees, look up, and then inhale, reach your arms up. You take your hands to the center anytime you need to, right? Come up. And yeah, inner groins back, top thighs back, maintain Tadasana legs, straight knees, firm your kneecaps, yeah. Lift your ribs, turn your buttocks a little. Yeah. Good, and then exhale, lower your knees. Good, okay. Shirshasana, headstand. So, if you don't have headstand in your practice, you can do the rope wall headstand, you can press into Doshanasana, wide legged forward bend, hands down, head down. Okay, you can do the wall, walk in, with your elbows on the wall, or you can drag your nose through, yeah. Fold that in half. Yeah.
So this is gonna be.
Forearms of headstand, because your head is standing on your head, handstand means you're just standing on your hands, you're not standing on your head. Okay, yeah, headstand, this is headstand 1, this is headstand 2, tripod headstand, it's headstand 1, this is much better, you can hold it longer, yeah? Go ahead, so then you interlace your fingers, elbows a little bit apart, good, and then don't squeeze the elbows, no, just leave them here, not shoulder width, more from the outer edge, now. Extend the pinky side of the hand, but keep the weapons together. Like this, okay, now the top of the head goes here, back of the head here, and then you squeeze it, you don't wanna fall this way, because if this bone goes this way, it's not stacking on this bone. You wanna stack this one, radius, on the bone left. So that down. Okay. Good, press the forearms down, lift the shoulders up. Head down, good, now curl the toes under the knees up. Good, walk in. Good, now lift the shoulders, yes, keeping the head down, press the forearm down, lift the shoulders up, head down, walk in more. And continue to lift here. There, yeah, walk in, good, bring your toes on the mat, step over the mat. Yeah, that thing will sink. Slip, and lift here, yeah, but it's up, heels up, lift your heels up, yeah, straight knee, don't lift up yet, yes, now one leg up. Good, the straight knee, straight. Good, straight legs. Good. Good. Now press the forearms down, lift the shoulders up, lift the shoulders up, 6 inches towards the buttocks, lift the shoulders up. Flex the feet, good. Flex, yeah, like that. This is point, this is flex, yeah, like that, good. Oops, that's it, you okay? Yep. Now, front ribs to the back. Front hip to the back, buttocks forward. Ribs back, push knees back away from my fingers, push knees away from my, yeah, more, that way, yes. Good. Lift the feet up, lift the legs up. Good, strong legs, bring your feet together like a mermaid leg. Yes, yeah, good. Woo, good. Now to come out, you're gonna fold from your waist, taking one leg down first, just one leg. Good, now fold from your waist. Yeah, and bring that leg down, bring that, no, this is the bottom leg, yeah, the top leg will go, don't worry. There you go. That's right, very good. Very good, man. Good, lift your heels, flex your feet more, Stephen. Good, press the forearm down with the shoulders up. Take the front hip to the back, okay? And then the buttocks forward, but unpinch the buttocks and roll the front thigh in, it's always in true rotation. Front hip to back, yes. Keep taking the front hip back, here, take your front hip towards my knee, yes, but move the buttocks forward, that's your buttocks. Buttocks goes this way. Ribs go back. Soften the ribs back. Soften the ribs back, for the back arm. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Okay, lift your heels, lift your heels. Yes, and don't arch the back. You're arching your back. No, this part has to go back. Yeah. No, keep that back, move the buttocks forward. Yes, a little bit. Squeeze the legs in, ribs back, buttocks. Okay. Yeah, now you're gonna twist, yeah. So if you come down, take your hips back to the roll. Yeah. There you go. Good, take one leg down. Then the other leg will follow. Right? Yeah. Good. Rest. Good, and then maybe next time, just open your hands a little, so you're not, your head isn't here, it can be here. Right? Okay, that's the entire, yeah. So your elbow, you bring your arms down like this. Your elbows will basically come right under your shoulders. You don't have to do any adjustment. Just interlace your fingers, extend the pinky side of the hand, and then when you take the head down, you squeeze here. Right, and then you lift the shoulders up. And then, you know, you come up. Wow. And when you come down, so here, that's it. Now watch my waist, and then this comes, right? So I have to lift my waist, arch, and round, right? And I have to keep my legs, and split, and then I just raise them one beneath the other, come down, open the waist, other leg, come up, lift the waist. Okay, okay.
You the part was the back.
This is it, you're gonna be done.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right, so the ribs have to stay here, and this has to move in, right, and that's, those are hard things to do. So if you don't put it to lots and everything else, you're never gonna get it. But also the bucket. Okay, come on down. And then you move to the next thing. Take a blanket. You put it. Bring it up. And line.
It's not that it's good, right?
I always kill you in the beginning because no, lose you for the needs
Okay.
of the prep. Because everybody's killed you. Come a little away from the wall. Don't have your feet so close. Pull everything back and open your blanket up like I have mine. And Susan has hers. Vanessa has hers. Yeah. Like that. Yep. Pull a little back. Yeah. Good. And then you bend your elbows, be close together, and you can kick to one side and go straight ahead on your hands. Or you can twist it flat on the ground if you prefer. Let your heels come apart. Why? No, toes together. Big toes touch. You know, observe how that broadens the back of the thighs and the buttocks. So maintain that idea of not overusing the one muscle you know how to use. Gluteus maximus. Find something deeper. So that's why we practice it in Tadasana, right? Then we have a chance of finding it again here. Okay. So then bring your elbows under your shoulders and come upright and sink close. So your elbows right under your shoulders. That's it. Spread your palms well and have your wrists in line with your elbows. Pull your hands a little bit out. So you might want to have your elbows off the blanket, come a little forward. Yeah. There you go. Good.
No,
And then-
it's not.
Good, then you can curl your toes under and then lift your thighs, we're giving you one leg at a time, but roll the front thighs in and broaden the backs of the thighs and buttocks. Okay, and then again, point your toes. Draw the outer ankles in, press the tops of the feet down, firm the kneecaps up. Now, broaden the buttocks up from the, yes, good, that's it. Even as you draw the outer ankles in, press the feet and lift the knees, broaden the buttocks. Now find your tailbone and move it towards your pubic bone. So you're pressing the bottom part of that hip down that I was talking about, that's where you do that then from, and that should already be lifting you up, right? And you can draw your elbows a little back, and then just draw the skinny flesh back and roll the shoulders back and pull the chest through and up as you extend the legs back and press the hips down. So this is Sphinx, right? Sphinx pose. Now look here, Mia, press your hips down into the mat. Don't squeeze your buttocks, just press the front of the hips down. And then your legs start to get a little light. And extend your legs back, yeah, press the hips down and lift the chest up, yeah. Good, okay, and come down and make it feel red. Okay, so that's Sphinx. Then we go to Cobra, okay? So we did a little bit of that, of course, in sun salutation, right? And you start like locusts, and then you add the arms, basically. So now, just maybe push yourself a little forward. So that the blanket is under your front ribs, right? Or move the blanket back. Right, and then have your hands back, beside your rib cage with your hands. See how my hands are way back? So bring your hands on the blanket then, but what I suggest is come up, pull this back a little bit more. Pull this back a little more, right? So that when you lay down, it's under your hips, but not under so much under your rib cage. Okay, yeah. That's it, okay? And then bring your hands in. Now lift your thighs one by one. Roll the front thighs in, draw the backs of the thighs and buttocks. Draw the outer ankles in. Press the top of the feet down and grip the knees up. Okay? Find your tailbone and move it towards your pubic bone. You should feel elongation in your lower back when you do that. Do you? Press the hips down. So it's like absorbing the side from so you can try to unpinch the buttocks. And then now lift your chest. Come on, lift your chest. Not by your hands, by pressing your hips down, Stephen. Press your hip, yes, and lift your chest. That's it. Now, curl up to the belly button. Yeah. And then to the top of your pubic bone, if you can. Good. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows in. Look here. You're doing this. So you want to try to do shoulders down. You find your shoulder blades on your back. Draw them down. Look here. And then the chest. Yeah, that's better. Good. Now come down to the belly button. Stop. Press the hips down, extend the legs. Move the chest forward, come to the lower front ribs. Move the chest forward. Chin, nose, forehead, down. Make a pillow. Turn your heels out towards any rest. Good. Buttocks front. So we'll do up dog a couple ways, okay? So bring your hands on your shoulders and push up toward your hands and knees. Push back, curl your toes under and lift your hips up, downward facing dog, okay? So adjust so your hands and feet are on the mat. And then inhale, come forward towards high plank, and then lower your hips, keep your toes curled under. And roll your shoulders back, so you're going to up dog, right, with your toes curled under. So look here. Try to sink your hips down, even and straighten your legs and push your heels back, pull your chest through and roll your shoulders back. Yes. And then go to down dog. Exhale. And then inhale through plank pose to up dog. You can adjust the distance between your hands and feet. Keep the toes curled under. So that keep that straight knees, straight knees. Yeah. Extend your legs back, hips forward. Chest up. Exhale, down dog. Do that 2 more times. And that keeps the strength of the legs, right? Now lower your knees, point your toes, draw your elbows back, roll your shoulders. And then you press the tops of the feet down with the knees up, and you're an up dog, right? So you draw your legs a little forward. You better actually pull your blanket, move back, pull the blanket more back, and more under your feet, okay? And then you can drag your feet forward. And then you press the tops of the feet down, lift the knees up. And then here you pull the feet forward. So you want to end up with your shoulders over your wrists, right? And then when you lift your knees up, it's not the hips. The hips go down and the forward through the arms as the legs extend back and the chest lifts up. Yes, that's up dog. Shoulders back, chest up. Yes, good. Lift the knees. Fernanda, yes, that's it, okay. Come down and take a rest. So Fernanda, your hands are a little too wide. So scoot everything more forward. Come with everything forward, scoot everything. So your feet are on the blanket. Yeah, all the way forward. Yes, there we go. Feet like a little more together. We'll do it one more time. Okay, so you come up, hands and knees, right? And then open the front of the hips, like you've been doing, okay? Now, shoulders over the wrists, draw the outer ankles in, press the top of the feet down, lift the knees up, draw the hips forward, Stephen, or, yeah, more, forward. So the feet drag on the blanket. Now press into the hands, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Yeah, lift the chest higher than the shoulders, okay, good. Yes, Susan, good, keep lifting higher, 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 yeah, like that. Hold the hips a little forward, and then exhale, yes. Good, beautiful, and down this, good. Okay, resting on your stomach. Now, pull the blanket again to the middle. Or to the middle, but a little bit back, not too much, just you want it under your hip, not necessarily under your feet, okay? But you definitely want it under your hips, and not under your ribs. A little bit more quick to that, sorry. It hits me right in the place. Yeah, you want to do that, certainly. Take a little rest, big toes together, yeah, heels apart, turn the feet. Yeah, feet are on the mat. Now, roll the thighs in and extend the legs, right, one by one. And then come up on your elbows again. Like this. Like a sphinx, right? Now reach your arms forward. And then straight arms. Good. Roll the outer ankles in, press the top of the feet down, lift the knees up. Take the tail to the pubis and press the hips down and lift the head up with your arms forward. This is locust, okay? Different variations, okay? Now extend your right leg and lift. Good, pressing the hips down. Lower that right leg down. Press the hips down, extend your left leg and lift. Good, lower down. Right leg, right arm, up. Turn the palm in. Yeah, lift the right arm, head up. Good, exhale down. You can curl the toes under, roll the thighs in, adjust. Outer ankles in, press the hips down. When you do that, the head will lift. Extend the left leg and lift a little in the left arm. Good, that's it. And pull them apart from each other. Yes, and then down. Head down, take a rest. Roll the thighs in, draw the outer ankles in, press the top of the feet down, lift the knees up, and press the hips down and lift the head up again. Okay, right leg, left arm. Yeah, reach the right leg and left arm apart, press the hip down, lift the left arm. Good, exhale lower, head down, take a breath. Roll the thighs in, extend the legs, heels in, knees up, head up, head up, head up, hips down, press the hips down, yeah, left leg up, right arm, good, press the hips down, and lift the right arm and the left leg, and extend them apart from each other, good, beautiful, Fernanda, yes, release the head down. We have one more. Well, we have a few, but one of this, roll the thighs in, okay? And then extend the legs, knees up, feet down, press the hips down, head up, head up. Yep, good. Legs up, hips down, arms up, thumbs up, turn the palms, yeah. Reach the legs back and up, reach the arms up, reach the arms and legs, good. Now slowly, good. Then your cheek and rest. Okay. Then bring your hands like cobra, roll your thighs in, extend your legs, draw the outer ankles in, press the tops of the feet down, lift the knees up. Now, take your hands back, palms up, press the hands down, press the hips down, lift the legs up, lift the head up. Back to the hands up. Head up, yeah, legs up. Good, that's it, now press the arms up, good, extend the legs back. Press the hips down, lift the chest. Good. And then slowly lower. And to retreat, and this. These are called baby back bends, I know that. But I call them floor bends. They're still pretty intense, I think, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now bend your elbows, come back to Sphinx. We do Bekasana, right? So you're going to bend your leg, elbow, bring it across, look in front of you. And the elbow is just a little bit under the shoulder, but maybe a little forward and out to the side, so it's not too far back. Move your right forearm a little forward, Stephen. Yeah, and your hand too. Yeah, there you go. Now bend your left knee. Now you reach back from the inside, you hold the leg, roll the shoulder this way. Back. This is down, this is back, yeah. And then you lift your elbow up. Yes, like that. And then your fingers point down towards the top of the foot, but your elbow bends up. Now look here, you bring your left ribs around, roll back to the front of your hips. Now that's it, try to bring your left knee instead of out to the side, back and in, yeah? Press the hips down, press the foot into the buttock, press the right forearm down, lift the chest up like Sphinx. That's it, roll the left ribs around, Susan. Yes, and lift your head up, neutral. Yes, okay.
Quad stretch.
Yes, release, good. Just like Virasana, right?
Yeah.
Except, it's a different relationship to gravity when you're using strength, yeah? Now change arms, left arm goes across, right knee bends. Take your hand, you can go the outside of the foot or the inside, it doesn't matter. But your toes, your fingers point down toward the ankle, your elbow lifts up, and look at my shoulder. You roll the shoulder around to the front. Roll the right ribs around to the front. And bring the right knee more in, don't let it sway out. So you're on the top of the right thigh. And you press the left elbow down, up into Sphinx, roll the right ribs around and press the foot. Look here, Amanda, look here. Bring your right ribs down to the front, towards me. Okay, lift your elbow up towards, yes, like that. Keep going that way. Keep the elbow out to the side, elbow out. Yes, right knee into the midline. Bring the right knee in, don't let it come out. Keep bringing it in. Yeah, all right. Release. Good. Oh, okay, yeah. Those of you who would like to try the other hand position, we will also do that, okay? So you prop yourself up in Sphinx when you're ready. Right forearm across, and then the left knee up. So then you hold like this. I call this the tiger's mouth. Tiger's mouth. You bring your arm back on the inside of the foot and you open your hand like this. Open your hand. Palm down, elbow up. Yeah, and you lift the elbow and look at my hand. Look at my hand. I keep it flat and I spiral the fingers forward. So here I'm like this. No, hold the other. That's it. Hand flat. Be up at the big toe mound. Yes, that's it. Now lift your elbow up. Roll your shoulder forward. Spiral your wrist. Your wrist has to turn this way. Okay, and then you press yes, Susan. And then you press the bottom of toes. That's okay. Okay. Right elbow more forward, Fernanda. Right elbow more forward. Bottom elbow. Your bottom elbow is supporting you. Yeah, this elbow. Yeah, this has to support. Yeah. There you go. Then you hold like. Good. Wait. Okay. Sorry to help. Oh, wait, excuse me, watch it. Yeah, so the elbow comes up and then your hand goes here. You see? So then,
No,
okay.
no more on the knee here.
Oh, the knee, okay.
Yeah.
Roll the shoulder. There you go. Head up. Yeah, so your elbow got a little forward.
I think this is the low. That seems pinch.
Yeah, you like push the tailbone down.
Yeah,
Same way.
do that, I lost that.
Yeah.
And the leg too, right?
Yeah, everything gets lost. Yeah. Yes, smart used to it. Well, actually, the hand, not the hand, but that's okay. You just keep the same hand position. So then you change left arm in front. So look how I hold the foot. So the inside. And my hands down. See? So look, it's this.
Which one would you?
This is the right hand back on the inside of the foot. Then I bend the elbow up. Not out to the side, in.
Look at,
And then you turn.
there, this, there, confused.
Yeah, this is my rough shoulder. But it's actually fine. Oh, yeah, you're getting there. Hang on. But still, your left elbow isn't supporting you, Fernanda. It's two, you gotta bring that left elbow a little bit out to the side this way. There you go. Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Stay on the thumb. Stay there. Stay on the big toe. Yeah, the big toe. Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah.
Am I even
Oh,
close?
no.
No. Let's see it.
Don't frown. You're round. Yeah, that's, now this elbow has to come up.
Yeah.
And then the hand has to slide, open,
Yeah.
the hand has to turn, it does not have to be big.
No.
Okay, really. Good. And then there's two legs, but we won't do that. So Bayasana, frog pose. Take a little rest. And then it's down rest, focus, okay? Hips are on the blanket, right? Pull the toes under or extend your legs one by one. Roll the thighs in, drop the buttocks, bring the legs close together. Bend your knees one by one. Reach back, grab hold of your tops of your feet, like that, okay? Walk your hands down towards the ankles, if you can get the ankles good. If you can get the head of the shin bone just above the ankle, even better. Walk the legs towards each other. Now here, look, your butt's sticking out, right? So you're gonna take your tailbone and push it down towards your pubic bone. So you get the bottom of the buttocks down and elongate. Lift the pubic bone up, right? So elongate your lower back. Can you feel that? So look here, don't come up. Just forget coming up. Just look tailbone towards the pubic bone. Press the pubic bone down and elongate. Yes! That's where you have to press. Now flex your feet. Keep that pressing. Flex. Look at me. Open eyes. Pull your legs back. Try to straighten your knees. Use that to lift your chest. Now relax your feet and imagine I'm there pulling your toes up. Yes, Fernanda. Yes. Now relax your feet. Don't flex anymore. Lift. Don't lower. Lift.
Oh, boy.
Yes. Take this back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay, so instead of, we only know how to use our arms, not our legs. You're using your legs to pull your arms and chest up, and you're trying not to resist that by your arms gripping with all the deftness. Okay, we're gonna do it 2 more times. Thighs in, hold the ankles, press the hips down, elongate the lower back. So you take your buttocks down towards the backs of your knees. You can do that fine. Flex your feet. Now pull your shins away. Yes. Now point your feet. Press your hips down and lift your legs up. Yes, Fernanda. Yes, Susan. You I'm not. You do it beautifully. Good. Stay there. Come on, Mia. Oh, God. Relax your feet. Relax your feet. There, one more. So more, you're just getting your legs closer together, right?
Yeah.
Not higher up. Yeah, okay, so one more. Okay, cutting the legs, roll the thighs in, bend your knees, walk your legs in. Then till pubis elongate the lower back. Flex the feet, pull the legs away, press the hips down, press the pubic bone down, lift the toes up. Yes, better, Margie, much better. Beautiful, yes.
Jeez.
I know, you do, Susan, really don't go. Good. Legs in, yes. There you go, good, and then you can rock. Woo. Good, release. Good, make it below the desk. Good, you okay, Fernanda?
Yeah.
Yes. So they call these baby bathrooms because they're safer, actually, in the beginning. And they teach us how to engage the back body, right? And ideally release the front body. Right. That's right. So then, when you're ready, more, then we're gonna push up into child's pose. We're done. The rest on your arm as long as you want, right? And then we go back to child's pose, belly in around the spine, and don't do a wide legged one, right? So you might want your ankles on your knees. So it's more knees together, tail in, and really stretch and lengthen and release your lower back. It's a proper child's pose. Bring your hands beside your legs, palms up. Bend your elbows, bring your, yes. relax your arms. If that doesn't relax, you pull your elbows forward, Stephen, and bend your, yeah, so they just fall. Yeah, and get your buttocks down. You can widen your knees a little, just so you, no, yeah, just so you can deflate them. Yes, buttocks down. Yes, tuck your chin more towards your chest. Yes, elongate the neck. The back of the neck, not the front of the throat. Rounding, that means rounding the back of the neck. It's got a curve in it like your lower back. So in order to elongate it, you lengthen it. No, the other way. No, the other way. Round, yes. Now buttocks down. Yes. You don't round your middle back. That's already round. Now you elongate it. Yeah, okay. Good. And then slowly curl up. Sit on your heels, curl up and sit on your heels. Yeah. Good. Okay?
Yeah.
Now. Sit, I'm not gonna mirror you. Sit to the right of the heels. Bend your left knee over your right. And then bring that foot back.
That's
So
it.
it's Gomukha Asana. Left knee on top of right knee. I didn't mirror you, sorry. There you go. Bring that left foot back, like Gomukha Asana. Yeah, so look at this knee comes down and this foot, see, the foot comes back. Now this, oh, exactly, pull it back, yeah. Right, and then bring your hands into the arches of your feet. And you can kind of press down, lift your hips and shimmy your buttocks a little side to side, and then come forward. Over the hip stretch, yeah. Yeah. Sit on a blanket knee or two, fold that blue blanket in half, yeah, fold it in half like a box. Like a box, fold it, yes, and sit on that. Okay. Yeah. Stephen, you could probably do the sitting, and then come up. Good, Susan. Good. So then. Raise that left knee up, tuck the right foot in, but right foot in, and then the left buttock. Drop it down. If it won't drop, then you extend the bottom leg straight. And drop it, okay? And if it still won't drop, sit on a blanket. Sit on a blanket. Grab that red blanket and sit on it. Keep it that way, so the skinny edge is forward, not the long end. Turn it so the skinny edge is forward. Keep it folded just like it was. And the skinny edge forward. Now turn it the other way, turn it the other way. Like that, like that. That way you can bring your foot on the outside of the blanket, right? If you're gonna do something with your foot to the side, you know, it's gonna get in the way, you just turn the blanket, yeah. Okay, now hug this knee, 2 arms. And see if you can plant the inside edge of the foot down and the left buttock, and lift the chest. Good, now you can use your left hand and lean back a little and roll that left thigh into internal rotation and press it across, as you lean back and twist a little. Keep hugging and then bring your left hand behind and twist. Yes, there you go. Good. So you can stay here, right? Or you can lean a little forward. Again, you can lean back a little to roll again and twist. And then you lift your right arm up and then you dig the outer edge of the upper arm around the outside of the knee. This arm. Now this left hand holds the leg. Right hand up. You're right. Turn towards your left knee. Bend and hook that elbow on the outside. Yes. And then turn. Yes. Good. Yes. Move your left foot a little forward if need be. And then you can reach and hold the inside of the right foot at the bottom. Yeah. Now the other foot. Is not happening for you, Stephen. So the first thing is, look here. The reason you use this is to dig this arm so you're not here. You're here. Yeah. Yes, and you use that as leverage. Good, okay, untwist, Jeremy. Hook your other elbow on the inside and twist the other way. We'll counter twist. The changing legs. Extend your leg and be in Dandasana. Take a breath. God bless. Okay. So then your left leg tucks under, right? Right leg on top. So this is Gomukha Asana legs. So the first thing is, look here, yeah, instead of the foot, just relax the foot like you're sitting cross-legged, sit cross-legged, yeah, but then bring this knee all the way across. Now bring this knee forward, bottom knee, here's your bottom knee is out, bring it straight forward, straight, yeah, top knee on top, yeah, pull that foot back, it's a different pose, yes, Gomukha Asana it's called, Keep pulling that foot more out to the side, not back so much, but out towards Susan. Pull that foot towards Susan. Here, Susan. Oh, pull that foot that way. Pull that foot that way. Yes, keep going that way. Yes. Now bring your hands onto the inside of your feet and lift your hips up and shin your loop. And then go back. Yeah. Yes, and then you reach your buttocks back. Yes, and then you fold over your legs. It's cool, Dustin. Yeah, that's a tough pose. Yeah, so your bottom foot would be tucked more back. Oh, that's the knee. Oh, come up, so extend that leg, then extend that leg straight. And then lift the right leg up, right, and tuck the left foot. And then hug. You can lean back a little. Yeah, hug with your left arm, just hug. Yeah, there you go. And just bring your left foot towards the other. Yes, yeah, you're just on the other side, that's okay. Yeah. You and me, I think, yeah. Right now, just you, okay. Right arm behind, lift and turn, right, lift and turn. So now if you wanna take it deeper, you can look here, right, you lean back a little and roll the spine into internal rotation. It's like Gauridasana, right, you're bringing this leg across. And then you can bring the right hand behind and lift the left arm up and just keep using that arm and dig, yes. And then the right hand behind, lift your turn. Yes, good, roll the right shoulder back. Good, that's it. And then you extend the left arm to the inside of the left. Beautiful pose. Good. Okay. Good, bring that right ribs around, stay there again. Bring the right ribs towards Marty, bring your right ribs, the back ribs towards Marty, push that elbow in the knee, and roll your left shoulder back. Turn your chest, turn your upper back, turn your shoulder, left shoulder. Bring it back. Yes, okay. Twist the other way. Elbow on the inside. Yes. Woo! Legs together. Hug your knees. Lift your torso up. Tuck your chin down. Extend the leg. Good. Legs up the wall. Too close. Okay, just take your mat, see the edge of the mat to the wall. And then you can blanket under the hips unless you need it for one reason or the other. If that's better for you, for your back. Otherwise, it might be more restful just having that on the ground. I have a blanket, like a softness in you. So use that blanket that we did. You can pull it all the way to the edge of the mat. So you can slide around and have softness. And or have a blanket under your head. Right. Yeah, you can use the ropes to get close, and then once you're in, remember to look down to because that like a T and brings the shoulders up, right? Yeah. And then just blanket it, maybe a little too high. Okay, so you can see. And then your legs get a little bit apart, so you're not squeezing your leg, right? And focus more on internal rotation. You're around towards the wall. Yeah. Without turning the feet, right? Yeah, they do different things. Let's go this way. Go to the left. I mean, it's crazy. Go on. They look like this. Pretty much not this. And then the inner legs go this way, and then the thighs function. And then the sitting bones set prominent towards the ankle knees and not on the down. And that happens. Good. So I would suggest, come down here, come on. No blankets, right? And then get right in the middle here. So, between you. Now, lie down, raise up. How's that? It's good. Yeah. So it's more relaxing, but after a back bend, you don't want to move the hips and you can do too much of that. Right, but you want to move this one from you. Here's your, yeah. So this. Yes. Without force. You can encourage that because you don't want to engage, you want to release engagement. Muscles only know how to engage, they don't know how to release. So what you're telling them to do is stop engaging. Please. And stay engaged all the time. Release. So is your knee okay? You want to balance?
It's a little borrowed on the bench, you know,
Okay.
and.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Too much effort? Relax any effort.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it's taking it off if you want. Work towards. Really, press it, oh, yes, turn those knees, press, yes, press. Yes, take some time like that.
All that.
In and right down, that's right. Now, after some time, you release the effort, but try to maintain
Well,
it, without effort. Slowly over time, you need to bend on, when you do this.
Yeah.
Release.
Otherwise it feels like such a amount of work,
Yeah, so you wanna work towards doing that effortlessly.
keeping this kind of straightness, but.
Yes. Mhm. I just think it's a possibility. But you reach something from your knees. Good that.
It's actually easier to stay straight.
Yeah. Exactly. Lift your inner left heel up more. Inner left ankle, yes, and then the right also. And then sort of activate that, a little, yeah. Drop that head down. Drop that leg down. Let that leg rest in the, it's taller than the other leg.
Oh.
And then relax, don't put your toes down, ever. Yeah. This side is the tops of the feet, the tops of the legs, the front body. Maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Actually, why don't you, if you have a belt or anything, undo the belt and go to Baddha Konasana. Even lift your feet just a little higher, and just definitely even lower, a little lower as you can. Push the left foot a little more to the right foot, so, yeah. And then straighten your legs. Take a breath. Exhale, bend your knees, slide your feet down the elbows, bend into a squat with the feet out of hip distance apart. Toes point straight up. Don't harden anything. If the knees fall apart a little, that's okay. Widen your feet more, Fernanda. Widen your feet. Apart from each other, your feet. Yeah, pull heels closer to the buttock. Use your hands. Use your hands. Pull the shins. Yeah. Wedge your feet in. Wedge your feet. Yes. There you go. Couple of breaths. Just like that. Yeah, you can let your knees fall apart a little. It's fine. Yes. Yes. Good. And then walk yourself down and roll over onto your side and rest on your side a couple of breaths with your knees bent. With your head on your upper arm. And this. Roll to your left. Full breath. And then pull your waist in, use your arms and come up to sit. Sit on your blankets, prop right up, reserve your seat. Not to pull your feet back, it's really more widen your feet apart, crossing out the center of the shins, yeah. And let your knees rest on your feet, let the soles of the feet turn up. Roll the front side in, down the back thighs, pelvic floor every time. Take a few breaths here, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. We'll do our closing chant all together. If you know it, you can join in. And take Anjali Mudra if you like. Take a big breath in and out. And then we'll only inhale deeply. We'll just do palm spots. Listening and repeating together. Asatoma. Asatoma. Satgamaya. Satgamaya. Tamasoma. Chirkamaya. Chirkamaya. Brichorma. Brichorma. Amritam Gamaya. Amritam Gamaya. Purnamada. Purnamada. Purnamidam. Purnamidam. Purnam. Udachate. Purnam. Udachate. Purnasya. Purnasya. Namadaya. Purnamada. Nameva. Purnameva. Shishtate. Shishtate. Om. Take a bigger breath, lift your heart. And then as you exhale, release your head over forward. And release your hands down to your thighs. Once again, bowing your head to your heart. Release the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull as you soften the muscles at the front of the throat and the sides of the neck. You can take a moment to dedicate the merits of your practice today to anything or anyone that you would like. Even with your eyes closed, on the inhalation, slowly curl up the back of your neck, settling your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips. Soften your eyes, keep your eyes closed as you raise your gaze. Soften and broaden your internal focus, keeping a sense of yourself emanating from your warm heart. And keep that gaze looking inward towards your heart. As you allow your eyelids to gently close open. That's it. Monday. Thank you. Week. We get on Wednesday. Okay, see how you feel. Walk it off. Yeah.
It's not too late to join for our fall reset retreat this weekend at Dharmatize. Friday, you're going, that's true.
You can shout, that's right. Yay, yay. We have a few spots left, so. We will have yoga, we'll have meditation, walking and